Are you a landowner with timber that is so thick with brush that you can't walk through it? Are you getting ready to build a new house or a building? Maybe you have some timber that you think has some value. Hi, I'm Andy with Nobles Grove Land Management based out of Northern Illinois. Controlling brush and understory of your timber is just one step, and maybe the first step in a long-term management plan for the long-term well-being of your property. Let's have a look at one of the projects that I'm working on here in Northern Illinois. For example, on this project, this timber is loaded with honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is very problematic in that it is an invasive species. It will absolutely take over the forest floor. As you can see, there's very limited access if you wanted to walk through here. Deer can have trouble walking through this. There's also multiflora rose in here. There's Japanese barberry. These block out the sunlight from hitting the floor, so we're not getting our native woodland plants. What I have done here over the last 2 days, this whole area was nothing but honeysuckle. I've ran the forestry mulcher to gain access in this area so that I can cut up the deadfall. That's one of the largest honeysuckles I've ever seen. Now that this is nice and open, this will help tremendously with our oak regeneration, black walnut regeneration, and there's actually some walnut in here that has managed to come up through all the invasive thicket. There's a fine example right here. This young walnut tree will now actually have a chance to grow into a nice, valuable tree for the long term. But this is just a first step. The problem with the invasives is, being an invasive, they're going to come back and come back and come back. So we have to have another prescription in order to keep them under control. That could be mechanically pulling out the resprouts, a herbicide treatment, prescribed fire. It's definitely an ongoing process to keep this under control, and we want to get our good native plants and trees to outcompete the invasive undesirables. So why is this work important? If you're a new landowner or a legacy landowner and you want to pass it down to the next generation, we need to be good stewards. The invasives are here, they're taking over. They have a very negative impact on the economic value of the land, the habitat. We can leave the land better than we found it.